Hello friends, today we are going to practice drawing an owl using all of these elements of art. We can see lines in this owl, we can see shapes in this owl, we can see pattern in this owl. Pattern is when you have all the lines and shapes next to each other. We see color, I haven't finished coloring it in yet, and then we also see value. So remember when we learned about lines? We have a straight line, thick lines, wavy lines, zigzags, dashes, dots, curly cues. You can use any of these lines for the inside of our owl where we are going to create our pattern. You're going to be able to color your owl whatever colors you want. Okay, and so I challenge you to, when you're coloring in your owl, that you try to use some different values of the same color. So what does value mean when I talk about value in art? So when I'm talking about value, I'm talking about the lightness or darkness of a color. And you can see on this owl that I used purple, the same purple crayon for all these different shades of purple. The insides of his eyes, of his big owl eyes, are nice, dark, rich purple. So to make this very dark purple, I took my crayon and I pressed it against the paper, applying pressure, not so much pressure where I'm going to break my crayon, but enough pressure going back and forth, leaving no white spaces, so that I make a really nice dark purple like that. And now to make the wings, which are lighter than this value purple, but not as light as this. So this is a medium value. So for the medium value, I'm going to press down, but I'm not going to press as hard as I was pressing when I created this value. You can go back and forth. You see how that's a little bit lighter than that one? And now to make the light value, this light purple, you could also call it lavender, what you're going to do is you're going to maybe hold your crayon a little bit further back, and you're going to go color in the same direction, and you're going to color it nice and light so you have a light purple. So here we have a light value, a medium value, and a dark value. See how you can get 3 different colors out of just one crayon? You can do that with a pencil. You can color lightly with a pencil, color medium, color dark. That way you have 3 different colors just from one tool. You could do the same thing with a colored pencil. See how I'm going back and forth? Very light for light value, medium for a medium value. And I'm going to press hard. Now try not to break your pencil. Ooh, look. Oh, oops. I guess that happens. Okay, well, you get the idea. So we are going to draw our owl together, and then we're going to color it in using different types of values. And you can color that any way you want. Now, as always, you don't need to draw your owl exactly the way I do. I'm going to show you my way, but you can always do it your way. Here, I'm just showing you some different designs, different ways you can draw your eyes. Okay, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Okay, so let's get started. So you're going to start with a piece of paper, and I suggest you put it the long way, or we're going to call this the vertical way, because it's taller, meaning taller up and down rather than wide, right? Because since our owl is tall, it makes sense to have our paper like this, vertically, okay? So vertical paper. Then I think I'm going to use a marker just so you can see it better on camera. So this is how I'm going to start. I'm going to start by drawing 2 circles next to each other towards the top of the page, right here. for those two big owl eyes. Okay. See this one that I drew here, they were a little bit bigger. That's okay. Then I'm going to surround the eyes with an oval going around both eyes. Come up a little bit like that. Okay. Then I'm going to go back into the inside of the eyes and draw the inside circle, a smaller circle, okay? Now from there, I'm going to draw a triangle coming down for his beak. Now, if you need to pause the video at any time, go right ahead. And if your owl comes out looking totally different than mine, that's actually excellent because I always love to see other people's creative ideas. 2 little holes for his little bird nostrils. Okay. And then we're going to draw the top of his head and his little ears. Okay, so it's going to be a straight horizontal line like that. Like that. Now remember, you can add any kind of design you want to the inside. All right. Now I'm going to come down. Draw a curve on both sides. And then we're going to close this shape, right? So his head is separate from his body. Okay. Then I'm going to draw a long, kind of like an oval shape that's going to come down from the side of his neck. It's going to come down like this and then swoop up and come all the way back up. That's going to be for his body, this part right here. Whoop. Okay. So I'm going to start here, come down and all the way up. Okay. Then I'm going to draw some wings. Now your wings, his wings can be fluttering out, they can be down, they can be curly, curvy, however you like. I think I'm going to draw my wings like this. I'm going to start right here, come around, maybe I'll make them rounded at the bottom like that. Okay, and you can tell on my other one, I made them kind of pointed, all right? And both ways looks good. Then I'm going to draw 2 little feet, or his little talons. That's what bird feet are called, talons. All right. And then I'm going to draw him a branch to be sitting on. Thin branch, thick branch. You can have the tree coming up and then leaves coming down, or however you want to do it, right? I have mine looking like it's nighttime because I drew lots of stars. You can fill in the background however you like. Okay, so now an important part of this drawing is creating a pattern out of lines. And remember, a pattern is just when you draw lines, shapes, and colors in a repeated way. You're repeating lines that you know. Little circles, maybe some straight, curved lines. How about some wavy lines? You can do this part however you want. Maybe another zigzag. Maybe some dashed lines. How about another wavy line? I think I want to add some more circles up here. the more lines and shapes you use, the better, the more interesting your pattern looks. I'm going to do another wavy line right underneath that wavy line. Another zigzag. How about some bumpy lines? I like these types of lines. They kind of look like waves. Maybe another dashed line. Do you see when I continue the pattern that I'm making up here and I continue it throughout? I mean, I'm changing it a little bit, but I'm repeating a lot of the same ideas. Some straight ones. Okay, I like it like that. Okay, so now that you've got this far, maybe you can add some designs in his eyes. Use any type of idea or design that you like. Any color combination that you like is great. Okay, and then you're going to use your crayons to fill in this whole area. Okay, you basically just created a coloring book for yourself, right? So you're going to decide what colors you want to use, and you're going to try to get in each of those little areas and color a beautiful pattern. Trying to color neat, staying in the lines that you just made. Okay, take your time. Let me see. Okay, I've got this. So I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to try to use it to create two different values. And I also already did my value up here. So let's see if I can use this to create two different values. So I'm going to press really hard. Now remember, we are just practicing. So this is for you to enjoy. Don't get upset if it doesn't look like mine. I'm much older than you and have a lot of practice, so this is probably your first time trying this, so don't be sad if it doesn't look just like this. Okay, so see how I pressed nice and dark and I created a dark value and I stayed in the lines, it's nice and neat. Now I'm going to loosen up on my crayon. I'm not going to press so hard, and I'm going to use the same crayon to create a light blue underneath. Kind of coloring like little circles. Okay, you see that? So cool. Okay, well, I cannot wait to see your owls. You can fill in the whole background. You can have your owl saying something if you like. Have fun and be creative. Okay, good luck. Bye, guys.